This year, families who have lost loved ones face a unique challenge. Amid the death and destruction caused by the pandemic, the nature of the services at Arlington Cemetery has changed. Senior Vice President of the Inders and Shirley Funeral Home in Berryville, Virginia, R.K. Shirley, has seen how COVID has affected these services.
They limited it in the number of people on numerous occasions. I think the lowest was 10 people allowed at a funeral. The extended honors of the band and the caisson was actually suspended for several months.
When my grandfather, Jim Getchis, passed on September 26, 2020, my family became one of the hundreds waiting for proper honors at Arlington. After dedicating 20 years of his life to the military, my grandfather retired as a lieutenant colonel, but his love of country burned brighter than ever. My aunt, Cindy Getchis, remembers his patriotism.
He was obviously extremely proud of his service, and he wore his military hats everywhere he went. And I think the older he got, the more his military service meant to him.
My mom, Susan Getchis, remembers how his tenacious spirit carried him through incredible hardships both on and off the battlefield.
I'm glad that he was able to be old, but he never got old. And so he would never accept physical limitations. He was 85 when he died, and he was still playing full rounds of golf, even after he had severe blood clots in his legs.
After his years of service to this country, it seems only fitting that my grandfather should have his final resting place in the hallowed grounds of Arlington National Cemetery. But this achievement requires yet another sacrifice from families like mine. Funerals may take months to schedule, and in the past year, that wait has grown even longer. Now, the wait can be almost a year. As with many families, the delay between his passing and his funeral has worsened the grieving process.
It drags it out. It feels, I don't know, sometimes I have to remind myself that he's really gone, because I just left him in the hospital that day and he was alive. I do think that having a funeral would help it.
Despite the delay and changing services, the chance to have my grandfather's funeral at Arlington still means something special to my family, and particularly his wife, Genevieve Lane.
Almost kind of a feeling of awe. Somebody's going to be buried at Arlington. He was entitled to it. Not that at this point he cares, but it means something to me.
Although my grandfather has passed on, he leaves behind a family who is keen to remember him with the honors that he deserves, even if it means patiently waiting for the day that he can finally be laid to rest. I'm Matilda Marshall, reporting.